By the time Joana's venomous gushing had finally dried up, daylight was spilling through the window, and Margarida suddenly realized, when she saw the table, the chairs, the cold fireplace, her mother's hands, her face wrinkled, her eyes cold, her mouth stubborn, that for the first time she found her old, ugly, treacherous. Then they heard the shouting on the threshing floor. "Hail Mary!" they cried out. "Hail Mary!" And mother and daughter sat up, but they didn't have time to comb their hair or dry their cheeks before a man entered the house, like morning does, without knocking. He crossed the threshold and went into the kitchen. He gave a slight bow and said, "Ladies." Flustered, Margarida looked at him and thought, he must be a prince or an angel. Only eyes that had witnessed heaven's glory could have alighted on such a man. Her heart and her frozen limbs came back to life because she was imagining how our Lord had made him on the same day he'd made little goldfinches and swallows, of the best clay, of the clay he used to make the pretty, useful animals, with his hands, and she saw it, how he had modeled that mouth in the spot where the mouth goes, and inside he had placed the teeth one by one, and how he made the dimple in the middle of his chin and his eyes like two torches, how he had sculpted that colt's neck, his chest and back, his legs with their round knees, how he had chiseled his fingers, which held the small cup Joana offered him without drinking from it, and how he'd placed a nail at each tip like a gem,